Hi guys! So this is going to be a whistle-stop tour of the new website. I know it's been a really long time coming. It has been ready to go for over a month, but sadly we've been having an absolute nightmare in getting our postgrads to be able to log in to the website. That's what the hold-up's been. So instead I got in touch with our web developers, and basically what we've done is we've made every single page public. It would have been the case, and eventually will be the case again, that you have to log into the website in order to get access to certain pages. So there's some stuff that we really want to see, like JSL member only. But for now, whilst CIS are tackling the postgrad sign-in problem, we've just made everything public. So yeah, exciting stuff. So typically you would log in by scrolling down to the bottom and just clicking login, and then you log in here. But for now, everything's public. I'll go through what isn't as we go, so you guys have an idea. So yeah, the URL is butlerjcr.co.uk. Those of you that remember the old website, that is indeed the old URL, so it's super exciting to have that back. So what we've got at the top is just a couple of scrolling through photos. If you don't like any of the photos, please let me know, so that's absolutely fine. Where I got all the photos was from the JCR Facebook page, where we posted all the formal photos and stuff. But if you're not happy with anything, just shout. That's absolutely fine. You can change that. So yeah, they just scroll through like that, which is really nice. Just pick a couple there, and then we've got a little bit of a description, and then upcoming events, featured news, and then our student groups. These are different every single time. They're something that the web developers built for us, which is quite cool. They're just constantly on rotation, so that every club gets the same amount of visibility, which is fun. So there's just a little section there, so why not go give it a go, click on some of them and see if there's any stuff that you could join. If we kick off with the JCR page, a lot of it's self-explanatory, but I just want to go through a couple of the bits that might be hiding, which do have some cool stuff involved. Yeah, so this is again just an information page. These photos are also just off the Facebook page, so again just shout if you don't like them, that's absolutely fine. A little bit about us, a bit about Butler Moments, which I'm trying to do, and then a bit about joining JCR. So all self-explanatory. Then you've got your who's who. At the moment, I think it's just exec and assistants and the WAFA team, but we are fleshing it out, and we want to get it as good as the old website had it. It's just going to take us a little bit of time to get everyone on there. But obviously, exec can now hand it over, so we'll be changing that around. Help you guys. Yeah, so this is a really nice page. They use this kind of FAQ style quite a lot for that website. I think it looks really smart. It's really nice. So you've got a little bit of detail on how to run for a JCR position. A little bit that's hiding is what campaign material should I produce. So this is now our archive. We used to have it on the old website. It's a shame that, I'm sorry I didn't shout about it for the last Amazon collection, but it just wasn't ready to go yet. So if you go into them, and they load, we have all the posters from previous elections in there. Me, Ashin, and his vice chairs, we scrambled back as far as we could. In the present email, I think I can get as far back as 2012. So give me some time. I will be uploading as far back in the history of JCR as I can go. So yeah, there's all the different ones that you need posters for in there, so you can go and check that out. There are also PDFs of minutes for those committees there as well, so you can go and nosy there. The welfare pages have that same really nice layout. There. I'm just losing section, sorry. Where yeah, we've got really nice drop downs like this, and that's really good. So yeah, all about the support you've got there. Our standing orders are there at the bottom. These aren't the most up-to-date ones, but we will get them up there soon now that we're post-referendum. And then we've got, yeah, a little bit about JDs, download the menus, and then a nice little gallery stuff. That's the main bits and bobs on the JCR. The MCR is the same as well. You can go and have the nosy on there. They've got the same layout as us. When it moves. There we go. Yeah, they've got the same layout as well with their standing orders down there, and their about and who's who and stuff as well. When we go on to the Get Involved pages, so this is just the landing page, but a bit about what Get Involved is. and those same kind of clubs and stuff on rotation down there. When you go into the individual pages, this is probably my favourite bit of the website. It looks so smart, it's really neat. It's got all of the different, all the societies on here, and it looks great because of all of your logos and all of the descriptions. That is such a huge amount of work from the society's officer and all the society presidents. It's the same for all of your club captains and all the pages. They look really, really cool. They look awesome. And I'm also just loving this logo here with a little mole in. When you scroll down, if we click on one, in here, yeah, so always top right, you've got your society contact, so you know who you need to contact if you want to join. The description, a little bit about them, and all of them have this really nice logo and header photo, which is pretty cool. It is, of course, the exact same on the committees, and again, it looks lush with all of your logos and stuff in there. It looks really nice. You guys have done such a wicked job populating it, and then the same for all sports as well. So that's that. Again, those pretty self-explanatory pages, but they look really nice. News and events. So let's kick it off with news. For now, I've just got the what's on this week on there, and I did a couple of charity fundraising ones from last term, just from when me, Alex, and Naomi were working on them at the time. So now the categories are just JSL news and what's on this week, but I'm hoping to really populate this in the coming weeks with you guys. Just making sure that if you do an awesome event, fantastic, tell me about it so I can write a little bit and stick it on the website. And then obviously we'll have more in JSL news and what's on this week. I can add more categories if you want, like, you want one for sports, you want one for societies, you want one for charities, I can add more categories. Just let me know what you want. We go on to events. So guys, yeah, on to events. So those of you that remember the old website will remember the joy that was the interactive calendar. It makes such a difference. So we've got that back, and I'm super chuffed. So yeah, you can have it as a month view, and then you can see when you drag your hands over them, they just spring to life, and they give you a little bit of a description. And then you can go into them, and yeah, it gives you a little bit of a description about them. You can add it straight into your Google Calendar, which is fantastic. And then yeah, it's got all the details down the side. It just looks really nice and neat and smart. So that's really good fun. And then you can also view it as a list, so that you can see immediately what's coming up next, and you can see obviously those on there. And then if we go into the room, so these three pages here, Booker Room, Butler Bites and Gym, they would normally only be accessible if you can log in, because naturally that only applies to people who are actually in our college. We don't want Joe blogs, particularly booking a room. Yeah, start with the Booker Room space. So here we've gone through the details of the two different types of rooms. Some rooms are college spaces, and for this you need to use the booking form. It now takes place online, which is fab, and probably it's going to make a big difference, because it means that you're not having to use the paper room booking forms and stuff, so it's really useful. So yeah, I've listed spaces you use there, and then as we did the key cabinet form as well. If you're a club staff or president and you didn't fill it out, it's there as well. But yeah, then the biggest change that I'm hoping this makes is that we have now got the ability for you guys to book JSL lounge spaces. This should make a big difference. It's hosted at the moment through Outlook Calendar, because it's the best method that I could find, and I hope it makes sense, so I'm just going to whiz through that. So, room booking calendar. At the moment, month looks a little bit scrappy, so I would always switch it to a week view, and that should make a little bit more sense. So it's hosted through Outlook, so it's hosted through my email address, and then I've just got different calendars for the different rooms, and then you can make them public, and then they update live on here, which is pretty cool. So what I've done is I've gone through and taken all of the room bookings for clubs and societies and stuck them in here as repeat bookings. So that means that when you're around college, you can log on, see these spaces, see when they're booked, and say you and your house just fancy watching a film or having a game night. You can just hop on here, see that the JSL lounge is free, and you can book it out or pop in. So the way that you can book it out is simply, you just need to email me and set the header as room booking, and that way I'll see it straight away, and then I'll just include it, and then I can just book it out as booked, well, by you guys. And then yeah, you know that the space is all yours, and people can come on and see that you're using it, and it's all booked out. I hope that makes the JSL lounge a lot more accessible and a lot more homely for you guys, if you know that you can actually book it for your flats night. We used to be able to do that in my first year, so that'll be really nice. It's the same for Library Lounge as well. Yeah, it's just, I think there's one repeat booking in there, for book club. Yeah, and there's also group study, which doesn't have any bookings in it, but the reason I put it in there is because I think it might be useful for you guys if you know that you have an interview coming up and you don't want to be in your flat, you can book out group study. If you have a group project, like I know they sometimes do with like geography, for example, off the top of my head, you could go and book it and work in there, and you know that it's all yours. So yeah, hopefully that will make a big difference. And then we've got our lovely stock photos down at the bottom, from the photo shoot we did, and all the different spaces that we've got. They are really nice. So thank you to you guys that took part in that, and then they're also rolling to on there, which is really cool. So yeah, that's the room booking form. We then have also embedded the bank registration and registration as well. So you guys can go and sign up on there right away, and all the details are on there. So that'll be nice and easy for you guys to grab. And then the finance section, this would normally also be collapsed until you log in, just for obvious reasons again, but we've made it all public. So here we've got a link to the claims form if you're a club, society or president. That is there. You just need to go and fill that out with your details. I've got the HSBC key card at home, so I'll be doing all claims by bank transfer now, instead of by cheque whilst we're all at home. And then yeah, I've got details for the JCR and MTR bank accounts. They are completely separate bank accounts. So if you're not sure who you're meant to be paying, please just drop me or give a message and we will tell you. Do make sure that you pay the right account. What this will do is that once you've got it set up, you will have your own individual sections of the website for your finances. That will make a huge difference. We used to have it again on the old website, so that will make it a big difference having it back. So we're going to spend some time uploading all of your debts from our spreadsheet onto this. So when you log in, you'll be able to click on a section that will say down here, My Finances, and it will give you a list of your debts. We're also looking into e-commerce so that we can get something installed where you literally have to click a button, likely through PayPal, and then you can pay there and then. We will have obviously different buttons, whether it's an MTR or JCR debt. We'll make sure that that's really clear for you guys. And that way you can sit in the comfort of your own bed and pay for your debt. Great. So yeah, that will come in due course, but for now, yeah, it's just a kind of an information landing page. Then we just have a page for prospective students, there's the visit days as well. Yeah, this is a landing page again, just for any general prospective students, with a bit about us and more photos. Again, if you're not happy with photos, just out, I can change them, I promise it's dead easy. And then yeah, a bit about posted visit days, because obviously they're all happening virtually this year. Lorna's done some awesome stuff on some FAQs down there and adding lots of photos. So yeah, if you've got friends or family or know people coming here, you can just direct them to that page. And then finally for me, the contact page. This is really useful. You've also got our emails, directions to the office in case you don't know where we are. But then I've got all the links to our social media on this page, which should hopefully be super useful for you guys. We've got links to your team butler and societies and committees, social media down there. We've obviously got the main JCR Facebook group and main MTR Facebook group. This is where we do most of our communications with you guys, if not by email. Obviously a link to all of the photos that we have on Facebook are just there. Our Instagram and the Book Press Instagram. And that is a lot. I hope that's useful. I hope you're as excited as I am that it's finally here. Obviously, it's going to take time for us just to flesh it out, but the work that you guys have already done on it, those of you that knew about it, has been incredible. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hope that we can all start redirecting stuff onto this website, and yeah, we'll really get to grips with using it over the next couple of weeks, so that we all can hit the ground running with it. If there's stuff you think that is missing from it, please get in touch. I'd love to know your thoughts. Club Society President and exec have all been involved in the more recent stages, but I would love to know your ideas. Please do get in touch with us if you have absolutely any just general feedback on the website. But yeah, I really hope you like it, and sending lots of JCR love from afar, and I hope to see you all soon. Yeah, enjoy using it. Thanks guys!